Hello there everyone, and welcome to a brand new series. This is Banished. Banished is a game by Shining Rock Software, a single creator, and it's basically a settlement simulator. Anyways, I haven't played this yet, so we're going to play the tutorial together, and if it seems enjoyable, I may record a series of this. But for now, it's just going to be my random gaming Sunday event. So if I like this, and if you like this, I might just start a series of it, because it certainly was extremely promising. Wow. Decent number of tutorials. Well, let's start getting started. It's pretty music. It's a pretty world. Alright, welcome to Banished. In this game you control a group of exiled travelers who decide to restart their lives in a new land. You'll have to help them survive. Next. Stuff about how to escape the tutorial. Done. WASD controls, Q rotates, which I kind of deduced. Mouse wheel zooms in and out. Looks good. Got rotate with Q and E. Zoom the camera with insert and delete. But mouse wheel, I've always preferred the mouse wheel. Moving along. Pitch. Ooh, page up and page down. Nice. Interesting. Okay. Very useful. And keyboard's Mancom modifiable, of course. Careful where you wander, people. You get yourself in trouble. Alright. 3 things to survive. Shelter, food, and a way to keep warm in the winter. Okay. Floating icons above their head means they don't have a place to work. And of course they're out in the rain now, which is never a good thing. Okay, so, housing menu, select the wooden house, and build it right there. Placing the building within a footprint where it will be built, get down so we start construction on it. Select wood structure and stone for the foundation. Just a second, I don't want that to be too loud with the audio there. Let's drop the effects volume by about music down to about 20% and everything else down. UI can be quieter because click, click. Who wants to listen to click, click? Good stuff. We're doing. Okay, cut down trees and remove rocks by using destruction tools. Start by pressing this button or F9. Okay, so we want you to clear that area. The townsfolk will head to that area and start moving rocks and trees. While they are busy, you can place a stockpile where citizens will store logs and crowd. So click, stockpile. This is a lot like Dwarf Fortress on a very high level in terms of the organization. But I mean, they're very obvious organizational techniques. Townsfolk will move the harvested rocks and trees to the stockpile. Once there are materials in the stockpile they will move. Well, possible, any townsperson can come down a tree or roof and some jobs require specialized workers. In the case of construction, you need to assign builders. Select professions, and up the number of builders. Builders can now begin construction, or who got assigned to that job. That's cool, so specific profession specialization. Just one house isn't enough, you'll need 3 more houses to give other families a place to live. Ooh. And blueprint. Cool. Haphazard. I'm not sure how I feel about the haphazard placement. So it takes a while for people to do all the jobs that you have assigned. In a hurry, you can change the game speed the game runs at. Once all Equal opportunity. Everybody's harvesting everything. Oh, these are kids. Kids probably don't do as much work. How big is the map? Large enough. I guess it's just a tutorial though. It's a pretty big chunk of real estate. What you guys think? Hey, and look, the house icon disappears from those poor people. Cool. Well, let's do what it says. Suggests put it up to about 5x. Yeah. Try and mosey them on here. So as I understand it, there's no combat per se. So it's all really about the survival. What happened to our builders? Different style. That's pretty. Firewood reserve is low. That's not surprising. Yeah, nice one. It's a nice warning to have. Alright, we build houses. That's pretty much how to build anything in this game, which is cool. So, as long as there are enough citizens assigned as builders, they'll take care of the rest. The people are going to need food, otherwise they're going to starve. They can acquire food in a variety of ways. Hunt, gather, fish, plant crops, grow orchards, or raise livestock. If the people are close to starving to death, bingo, the hunger icon will appear above their heads. Good to know. If the town is nearest to a river, the easiest way to generate food is to build a fishing dock. Cool. And go key, rotate it. Cool. That's pretty. Now, the fishing dock must be placed on a river. The circle around the fishing dock defines the area that the fishermen will work in. And we don't want to overlap them because the yields will be low. Most buildings that produce food require workers. We can assign workers the same way. Professions. We want fishermen. Okay. Question marks. The workers you just assigned don't have a place to work. As soon as the fishing dock is complete, they'll start working there, and the icon will disappear. Any window can be closed with the little X button, just like any Windows game. So these guys are cold. So the builders will start on what they're doing here in a minute. In the meantime, let's speed these guys up a little. Oh, that rain makes me cold just thinking about it. I'd hate to be caught out in that, wouldn't you? Alright. Yeah, if you build roads, people move slightly faster if they wish to place place. Place roads by selecting roads and bridges. Stone roads require... Okay, basic dirt roads But stone roads are faster. Why can't we place that? That's weird. Oh, interesting. So it's just a click. Oh, of course. They don't want me to click the whole thing in at once. Right. The same builders that construct buildings will prepare the road for use. After they perform construction, townsfolk will move faster when traveling on roads. Cool. As the town grows and the workers produce food and other resources from many locations. Overview of the city's status. In the overview, you can see the amount of stored construction materials, food, firewood, clothing, and tools. You can also see current population, average health, and happiness, as well as the current weather. Cool. Stored alcohol. Nice. These guys can be boozers. Good to know. Stored clothes, medicine, food. Cool. Let's see what else we got here. When food and consumable goods are produced, they need to be stored somewhere. Until now, people have been placing everything in the cart they arrive with. You can place a storage barn and hold more. Cool. Storage barn. Cool. Rotate the building until the green display. For whatever reason. Look at the overview, you can see there are enough logs for the storage barn. You have to cut down more trees. Remove resources, harvest trees. And boy, these guys are just going to mosey through the... People also need a way to stay warm in the winter. The easiest way to do that is cut logs into firewood. To do this, you'll need a place for a woodcutter to work. Cool. Woodcutter. Nice, so you can make these towns really compact or really spread out. The townfolk are in danger of freezing to death. This icon will appear above their heads. If they're overly cold, the people will return home or go to the closest warm building they can find. The icon will also appear over the homes that don't have any firewood available for food. Now wait while the story part and we'll put our build. Okay! I'm getting the impression that this is a simple enough game with a great deal of subtlety to it. In terms of the long-term strategies that could be employed. In terms of how you lay your city out, how you manage people, and all of that. All that wood down. Takes a long time to build all these structures. Storage barn. I was thinking about posting this as random gaming, but with 4 tutorials, that's 4 easy episodes for you guys. I might just make this into a mini-series and see how interested everybody is. Well, I'll take it from there. Nice. Excuse me. Been a long day. There's a lot going on at work right now. Alright. So, You can assign workers by using the professions tool. You can also change the number of workers when clicking on a structure. Cool. And just click it in there. A worker will now start producing firewood. He or she will move logs from the stockpiles to the building and cut them into firewood. The rest of the townsfolk will use the firewood to heat their homes. Yeah. Now that the storage barn is built, the cart that the people arrive in is no longer needed. You can remove it and anything else with the destruction tools. And we highlight that and we say, go away. The workers will remove inventory from the cart and move it to the storage farm. And we'll let that cart disappear. Start unloading the cart. There it goes. Removal. For some reason, with a little luck, a small town like this will survive for many years. The children will grow up and become workers and have children of their own. You know how this can be over, the town can continue to expand. And there's in-game help right here. Question mark. With a detailed information about all the stuff in the game. So, in a nutshell, I guess that's Banished. Simple, and yet I have, just based on what I see here, a lot more to this than appears to be the case, than meets the eye. Okay. Alrighty, well, thank you guys for watching. In the next episode, we'll go and have a look at the next tutorial. And welcome back. Here's tutorial number 2 already. This is the same town, except that it's been expanded a bunch since we last visited it. As the town grows, additional specialized buildings help make survival easier. Blacksmiths, tailors, herbalists, and foresters today. Okay, blacksmith. Located place. Place more buildings. Speed up. Fast forward button. 5x. Place tailor next while the game's fast forwarded. It's like they planned it on this or something. There we go. Tailor gathers herbs for benefit to citizens. I wonder why he's all the way out here. Interesting. And a forester's lodge. There we go. And click. Now that the buildings are placed, you can assign workers to each building. There we go. So we'll need a blacksmith, tailor, herbalist, and a forester. 2 foresters. 3 foresters. Okay. Time to speed up the game. And let them finish building all of the things. Excuse me. All workers need tools to efficiently do their jobs. Tools will... if citizen doesn't have a tool, the following icon appears above their head. Tools eventually wear out and need to be replaced, but the blacksmith can make new tools. Click the blacksmith to do the details. We'll use logs and iron to make new tools. Here's what the blacksmith has in inventory for making tools. If you run out, the blacksmith won't be able to work. Case. You can also control how many tools to make. Put in storage by setting a limit. The building produces tools because the limit icon will appear. Cool. Enable and disable the work location by toggling the work button. Also change the product to the blacksmith makes. Using logs, iron, and coal, the blacksmith will produce steel tools with tools that last longer than iron tools. Cool. Tailor building. During the winter months, townsfolk stay warm by occasionally returning to their heated homes. With the tailor, you can help the workers ward off the cold and stay outside longer by crafting better clothing. Useful. Use leather or wool to make clothing, or a combination of both to make the best clothing. If you run out of needed materials, you won't be able to work. When this occurs, the following icon appears above the building. Herbalist stops it. Herbalist. Herbalist will collect herbs from the surrounding forest and help the townsfolk stay healthy. The yellow circle shows the area where he's gathering stuff, which means that's why he's so far away from the city. This is probably the forest we want to leave. He needs a variety of foods to stay healthy, such as meat, vegetables, fruits, and grains. If the townsfolk are not healthy, they're more prone to disease. They can help keep the townsfolk healthy if their diet is poor. Cool. Herbs usually only grow near old trees, something to keep in mind when placing your herbalist's building. Good to know. Forester's Lodge. Rather than constantly clearing areas of trees to produce firewood, the workers at the Forester's Lodge will manage the forest for you. Workers will plant new trees and cut down old trees in an area around the building. The yellow circle shows the area the forester will work in, which is overlapping with the herbalist a bit. That should be okay. You can enable and disable the cutting of trees. When cutting is disabled, no trees will be cut down. You can also enable and disable the planting of trees. When planting is disabled, no new saplings will be planted around the building. Foresters will also remove rock and ore that is in their work area to make room for more trees to be planted. Extremely useful. By using these buildings, you can make sure the citizens have tools, warm clothes, good health, and replenishable forests. Neat. Press next for the next tutorial focused on food production. Well, let's just continue. Moving right along. This is going comparably fast. I really want to get to the main game and play it myself. Many ways to produce food for your citizens. Hunting, fishing, gathering can be used to harvest food from the environment, or you can clear the land and plant livestock. Wow, this place is growing a lot, isn't it? Look at that. Before food can be produced, you'll need to construct buildings and create areas for food production. Pasture for livestock. Neat. The pastures being built, you can place other buildings. Hunting cabin. To hunt for wild game. The gatherer's hut from the main menu. Probably plays well with the hunter's cabin. Select crop field to make a field for farming. Boom. And orchards, which is awesome. Because who doesn't like a nice healthy batch of trees? Crop field is currently disabled, as indicated by the following icon. To enable the growth of crops, you'll have to select the type of seed to plant and acquire more seeds by trading with merchants. Select one of the crops using the drop down. There we go. Potatoes. Farmers, we need 3. Spring, workers will plant the seeds, and in the autumn will harvest the crops. You can direct them to harvest early by selecting the harvest. Not a wide city. After planting, the yield meter will show how mature the growing plants are, and the use is a gauge to determine how much seed is used. Cool. And disable control workers by clicking there. Orchard will be disabled if you pick a tree type. Apple tree. Assign more farmers so we have farmers work the orchard. Farmers will plant trees and they will grow over time, and it takes several years for the trees to produce fruit. Normally farmers will harvest the fruit. Sometimes you can harvest the fruit early, just like the other crop. You can cut down all the trees in the wood or when you want to produce fruit. And disable work, just like in the other one. Nice. And yield meter. Very cool. And the pasture. Animals. Sheep. Animals. 2 herdsmen. If you want to move all of the animals from this pasture into another pasture, you can press the empty button. To do this, you'll have to create another pasture that can hold all the animals. If you want to split the herd in order to increase the number of animals, you can Press the split button. Cool. To do this, you'll have to have space in other pastures to keep the animals. Subtle management. I like it. Disable or enable the work. Too many animals, the herdsman will slaughter them for meat. You can control how many animals are in the pasture by changing the value of the slider. So a quick way to gather meat if I need it. Speed up time. This is really well done tutorial, by the way, guys. This is one of the better game tutorials I think I've ever experienced, which is one of the reasons I'm going to share it. Because there we go. Click on the hunting cabin. Search around the cabin for wild game, beer, and leather for tailors to make clothing. Disable or enable work by clicking the button. Control the maximum amount of food to produce so that we don't overhunt. Gatherer's hut isn't complete. Speed up time again. We'll have a look at that, which is probably going to be a similar thing for gathering wild plants and tubers and stuff around. For food, similar to the herbalist. Search the area around the building and search for food that grows in the forest. Yeah. As long as there is a forest nearby, gatherers can get good choices for first food production used in the town that produces a variety of food. Cool. Fishing hut. I think we've already gone over this, but each building that produces goods tracks how many resources are produced each year. Click the production button. Current season displays shows how many resources were produced so far this year. Previous season displays how many resources were produced in the previous season for comparison. As the population grows, it will expand food production to the citizens starving, and a variety of food obviously keeps people happy. And last but not least, let's hit the trade. Oh, I think it's last. Let's hit the trade tutorial and see what these merchants have to say for themselves. Trading post can be used to acquire new crop seeds, fruit seeds, livestock food, and many other items. Once the trading post has been built, merchants will come by. And hey, there's already one built here, so click it. Trading post needs to be built on a river or on a lake that connects to a large river running through the town. And yeah, so they trade by boats. No? You need to stock the trading post with the goods you wish to sell. Any resource that has been produced by the town can be traded. This town has more tools and coats than it currently needs. You can stock the trading post with these. 100 of those, 120 iron tools, and 4 workers assigned as traders. And we'll speed up the game while they bring the stuff over. And once we're in place, once they've hauled everything over, it's a pretty little city, isn't it? 5,100. That's a lot of high code. Okay. Now that you have some inventory to trade with, click on the Trade tab. He's selling chickens. Once you buy livestock, you can move it into a pasture where the animals will be produced and provide food. We're going to buy 6 chickens. And trade these guys until our trade value matches. We'll probably take all of it because it's a tutorial and do that. I'm overpaying by 60 units. Now, I guess that makes them happy. Well, that usually makes them happy if they get a good deal. You can now see the chickens you've bought in the fenced area attached to the trading post. Since you've made a trade, the workers will start refilling the trading post inventory. That's cool. If you always want to buy a certain item from the merchant without interacting with the trading post, you can set up an automatic purchase. Determines if and when the traders will make a trade for you. You can set the maximum number of items purchased in several categories. Traders will buy up to this amount as long as the trading post has enough inventory to cover the costs. If you set more than one item, you can set the priority. Normally when a merchant comes to trade, they'll have a random assortment of goods. Rather than relying on chance, you can place custom orders with the merchants. Determine if order is being placed or the current order. So, place an order, open highlight items. You want the merchants to take your next visit. Merchants have limited space in the boat, so if you order too many items at once, they cannot bring them. Yep. Items brought through custom order will cost more than normal. Great. Trade can be a great way. Well, everyone, I think this will have wound up being 1 or 2 episodes. So, in the next episode, we're going to start a real game of this, and we are going to see how long it takes me to crash and burn my first city in Banished. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.